Hello, high level listeners, and welcome back to a brand new video here on High Level Listening. Today's video is about talking to your boss or upper management or other coworkers at work. This can feel a bit nerve-wracking, especially when you want to get your point across and be understood at work, but you don't want to seem too direct or too pushy. So if you'd like to feel more confident during your discussions with your boss and your coworkers, I think you'll really enjoy this video today.
Yes, I really think so as well. Hello everyone, welcome to High Level Listening. This is our YouTube channel where we help take your English to the next level. I'm Mark from the UK, so I'll give you a bit more British culture and perspective. And I'm always with Kat from the USA, so she'll give the American side of things. And together today we want to help you feel more confident in both American and British English with their accents, the vocabulary and the way of speaking English in general.
Now, if you'd really like to take your English to the next level, we also offer PDF transcripts for every video for all of our YouTube members. So if you join us as a member, we have a members only section in our community, and each video will post the PDF transcript in our community so you can follow along line by line.
Okay, so today's video was actually a student request, and one of the biggest problems that some of our students face when speaking English as a second language is that they feel that their speaking is too direct, particularly at work or in the office where we need slightly more formal language. So while you can use quite relaxed language with your colleagues and your co-workers, when it comes to professional communication, like requests about time off, updates, instructions, deadlines, non-native speakers might choose simple, directed sentences which might be clear, but they might not make the best professional impression.
And in reality, what happens is these really simple sentences end up feeling maybe a bit cold or even can be considered a little bit rude or impolite. So in order to help all of our students feel more confident in what they want to say, we'll first give you a sentence that is a basic, simple sentence, but that is going to be too direct. Now, honestly, it's not great sometimes, but when someone uses a very simple sentence at times, they think, okay, I said it, I translated it exactly, and here's this simple sentence. But we might think, oh, maybe you don't want to say that like that, okay? So we'll basically give you a better basic version. Don't worry, it won't be too difficult. And then we'll give you a clear and polite version that native speakers would often use.
Yes, and then the very last step is to give you a very formal written version of the same sentence. This is something you would send in an email and is the most formal version. So you get to practice all levels. We'll start with the too direct, then more basic, then clearer, then formal and written. So let's show you what we mean. Let's get started with the first sentence. The first situation is asking for a meeting. You want to sit down and talk to your colleagues, talk to your boss or upper management about a project. You need a meeting. The too direct version would be, we need to meet now. Like, hi, we need to meet now. Whoa, okay, this is too direct. Why? We need to meet now. The first word that jumps out as too direct is the word now. Now, like right now. When we make requests in English, especially in the office, you need to respect other people's time and other people's schedules. If I say, hey, we need to meet now, that means you need to stop whatever you're doing and help me. So that's not very considerate. The other person could be busy working on something, sending an important email. They could be on the phone, and you're asking them to stop what they're doing completely. That is not totally respectful of their schedule and their workload either. We need to is also very strong. That sounds like something your boss could say down to their workers, but it's not something I could say up, and it's not something I would say to people on the same level as me. We need to meet now. Ooh, that gives not a great impression, even though I understand what you mean. So a basic version of this that would be better would be more professional, more polite but still clear would be, can we talk about the project? Can we talk about the project? Making it a question is immediately more polite. That way, I'm respecting my worker's schedule. I'm asking them if they have time, if they are ready, and this is much more professional and considerate. Can we talk about the project?
Sometimes in an American office, we'll do a fake knock knock. We'll even say the words knock knock. So if someone's, as long as they're not on the phone, then and they're just working in their office, I might even say knock knock. Hi, can we talk about the project?
The next level that's more polite is, could we set up a time to talk about the project? So you can hear the difference. The last one was can we, which is fine. The more polite version is could we. So could is more formal. Could we set up a time to talk about the project? This is more respectful because now I'm asking to set up a time. Maybe in the future, maybe later this afternoon, or maybe tomorrow, we can arrange a time to talk about it. So I am not interrupting you now. I don't need it right now. I'm giving you the chance to find a time that matches your schedule. So I'm just being more polite. Could we set up a time to talk about the project?
This would be another opportunity to just do a quick knock knock. Hi, could we set up a time to talk about the project? No rush.
Okay, and the last level. This is the most formal level and probably something you would only write in an email. Would it be possible to schedule a meeting to discuss the project in detail? That's a long one. Would it be possible to schedule a meeting to discuss the project in detail? So we've gone from can we talk? Could we set up? Would it be possible to schedule? You can kind of try to remember that as one chunk. Would it be possible to schedule? This is the most polite way you can ask for anything.
Definitely in an email, this would be kind of a mouthful to say. I've definitely heard people say, would it be possible to, would it be possible to? So this makes sense, but definitely great as an email. Would it be possible to schedule a meeting to discuss the project in detail? All right, our next topic is requesting time off, okay? Personal leave, you need to leave early, you need to take a day off, okay? So this is when you just need some time away from work, usually for personal reasons, right? Now, I think the most direct one that we've heard from some of our students is, I'm not coming to work tomorrow. I'm not coming to work this afternoon. I'm not coming to work today. I'm sorry, what? So if you are going to just tell your boss or tell your coworkers, I'm not coming today, this sounds like you are mad about something, you are angry about something, and there is this is like you're fighting back. Okay, you're fighting back. Well, you know what? I'm not coming to work today. Okay, I'm not coming to work tomorrow. No, I refuse. Even if the words that you say, hey, I'm not coming to work tomorrow.
Sorry? Oh, you're not, are you? Oh, I see.
Okay. Again, this is too direct. This is too blunt. And why is it too direct? Why is it too blunt? Because it does make you feel like you're fighting against something. You're taking a stand, right? And even if you say it with a happy voice, that's what we're still going to think. So something that's still quite basic, a nice and simple sentence. I need a day off for personal reasons. Or I need pretty much, yeah, I like that one a lot. I need a day off for personal reasons. I need the afternoon off for personal reasons. Now, this is kind of interesting because we are still asking for leave. I need a day off. I need a day off, but I'm still letting you know in advance, right? If you just say I'm not coming in, okay, did you clear that with the boss? Are you What, are you sick? What? So I need a day off. Why? For personal reasons. And that's perfectly acceptable. Personal reasons is a very easy way to say anything. My kid is sick. I need to go to the doctor. I'm having a tough time at work. Personal reasons. I need a day off for personal reasons.
Yeah, I think Kat mentioned the most important point. The first one is so rude because you didn't ask for permission. You just already decided, I'm not coming to work. And yeah, you have to ask before you get some time off. So I need a day off for personal reasons.
Now, since we want to be asking for permission to take it up another level, could I take a day off for personal reasons? Why is this one great? You're asking for permission with could I or can I or would it be possible to? You see how we'll be using these phrases over and over. And you let them know what the reason is. Could I take a day off for personal reasons? Could I take tomorrow off for personal reasons?
Would I take a day off for personal reasons?
Now, the last one is going to be the most formal, but some of these pieces we can definitely use in spoken English. I'd like to formally request a day off. I'd like to formally request a day off due to personal reasons. Okay, now we're going to add on another section that's easy to add on as well. I'd like to formally request a day off due to personal reasons, if that's all right with you. Ooh, I like that phrase at the end. We use that a lot in spoken English. I need help with this, if that's all right with you. If that's okay with you. That's kind of going to be the asking for permission. If, could, can. This is the maybe, right? We're adding in these if words so that we are asking permission in a way. I'd like to formally request a day off due to personal reasons, if that's all right with you.
I'd like to formally request a day off due to personal reasons, if that's all right with you. Okay, so let's move on to another situation at work. Maybe you've been working on something and it's almost finished. You want to ask for feedback. You want to know if your colleagues like it or not, if they want to make some changes or improvements or suggestions. This is generally about your work performance. So imagine you finished a project and you want to show it to your colleague. You say, hey, tell me if my work is good or bad. That's a bit too direct. I understand what you want. I understand what you need, but my first reaction will be a little bit fighty, hostile, like, whoa, okay, calm down. Tell me if my work is good or bad. So there's two reasons I think this is a bit too aggressive. First, it's tell me. Tell me. Grammatically, this is an imperative, which is an instruction. And again, when you're talking to colleagues or co-workers on the same level as you don't have the power to instruct them and tell them what to do. Teachers tell their students, tell me the answer. Or your boss to their workers will say, tell me the figure. That's fine. But yeah, you're talking to people on the same level as you. So there's no need for such like strong, assertive language. So tell me is not the best way to start that sentence. And the second part that could make people a little uncomfortable is saying, tell me if it's good or bad. Good or bad. Especially when giving feedback and criticizing or giving constructive feedback to our colleagues, we don't like to break it into good, bad. If I look at your work and say, oh, that presentation is bad, that's a quite rude thing for me to say. So I'm not going to say that either. We use a lot more sensitive, polite language to tell you what we like and what could be improved. We will never say good, bad, even though I would understand it and even though it would be clear. So to make a more professional impression, you could say, what do you think of my performance? What do you think of my performance? So now What do you think? That's a much friendlier question. What do you think of my presentation? What do you think of my work? What do you think of my new design? What do you think of my performance?
What do you think of my performance?
So the next level, to be more polite, would be, can I get your thoughts on my performance so far? Can I get your thoughts on my performance so far? Can I, we heard previously, the polite request. Can I get your thoughts on my presentation? Can I get your thoughts on my slide deck? Can I get your thoughts on this page so far? Again, this is much less confrontational. It's much less direct. And again, I'm giving them time to think. And I sound more accepting of their feedback, whether it's good or bad.
Can I get your thoughts on my performance so far?
And the last step, the final level, most formal, and again, probably written in an email, would be, could I get your feedback on my recent performance when it's convenient for you? So again, could I get? We've upgraded from can I get, which is fine. Could I get? It's more formal. Could I get your feedback on my recent performance when it's convenient for you? So Kat said previously, if that's all right with you. Here, when it's convenient for you. We're adding these extra phrases to show that we're respecting their time, we're respecting their schedule. It's when they have time to do it. So again, could I get your feedback on my recent performance when it's convenient for you?
Could I get your feedback on my recent performance when it's convenient for you? I like that because we used if that's all right with you and when it's convenient for you. This really is a very good way to respect someone's time. Even though that might be part of their job, it's just a nice formal way for you to respect someone's time. And I definitely believe that people will be more open to helping you. Okay, so number 4, we've got sharing an update. Okay, so now if you're working on a project with team members, you have a job, they have a job. Here's my work. Here's my work. If someone in a work project walked in and said, "Hi, Kat, good morning. Here's my work." Your work? Okay. Right. Okay, so you did your work. Congratulations. But you're not giving me any more information. You're not giving me any more information. Okay, here's my work. This also sounds like to me that you have given me more work to do. I know you finished your section, but you didn't give me much information, and now it sounds like, done. Your problem now. And I know you're not saying that. I know you did not say, okay, Kat, it's your problem now. But that's what we hear. When some people are too direct, it really does have some meaning because probably someone a month ago said, okay, Kat, here's my work. I'm over this. I'm done. Here it is. Here's my work. And then the person got fired a few weeks later because they just never really wanted to get their work done anyway. So instead of saying, here's my work, here's an update on the project. Ah, music to my ears. Okay, that sounds so nice. Here's an update on the project. Or here's what I've done so far. Now we've got 2 words here that really help me understand that we're not finished yet, okay? An update. An update. Now, an update is when you get some news or some new information on something, but it's a continuing thing, okay? We're getting updates every week until the project is finished, right? Here's an update on the project. Here's an update on what I've done so far. Here's what I've done so far. That means up until this moment. But that kind of lets us know that this will continue. If you just tell me, here's my work, I feel like you've stopped There's no openness for more conversation. All right. You didn't leave the door open there for more conversation. But here's an update on the project. We will continue after you have a look. Here's what I've done so far. I could update it. I could fix it if you need to.
Here's an update on the project. Or, here's what I've done so far.
So here we'll take it up one more level. Clear and also quite polite. I just wanted to update you on my progress with the project. Okay, so remember the original one. Here's my work. I just wanted to update you on my progress with the project. Okay, so if you walked into my office and you said, "Hi, good morning. I just wanted to update you." When we use this phrase, "I just wanted to do this," that means I'm not going to take a long time. I respect your time. It's just something quick that I'm going to do. I just wanted to update you on my progress with the project. Progress. This is how far I've come. Okay, here's what I've done so far. Here's an update. This is my progress, meaning we're not 100% finished. I'm open to fixing problems. I'm open to working together in the future, right? I just wanted to update you on my progress with the project.
In a British accent, it might sound a bit different. I just wanted to update you on my progress with the project. So again, progress and project. So I just wanted to update you on my progress with the project.
And I'm on my progress with the project.
Right. Yeah, America's more consistent.
Oh, yeah, I like that. So our final one would probably be something that you would see written, okay, especially in an email. I'd like to provide you with an update on the progress I've made on the project thus far. When it comes to the word thus, it's very much a written word, thus far. I'd like to provide you with an update on the progress I've made on the project thus far.
I'd like to provide you with an update on the progress I've made on the project thus far. Okay, so this is the last one we'll share with you in this video. If you want to ask for clarification. In other words, imagine you're in a meeting and somebody says something and you don't totally understand. Maybe they used some technical phrase, maybe they talked about some software or some process that you're not totally sure about. If you have questions and you need to ask for some extra information, you're asking for clarification. Do not say, "What are you talking about?" Or do not say, "What are you saying?" So these phrases would come across as quite rude. I would understand that you need some clarification. But if you said, "What are you talking about?" that sounds like, I think you're crazy. Someone's talking about, I don't know, the earth is flat. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's nonsense. That phrase in this structure just sounds like disbelief, like someone crazy on the bus sitting next to you is saying weird things. What are you talking about? What are you saying? It's quite, again, accusatory. It sounds a little bit hostile, so I wouldn't use that one. If you want some professional clarification about a task, a project, or instructions, a better thing to say would be, "I don't quite understand the task." I don't quite understand the task. The reason this is more polite is because we're shifting the perspective. In the first one, the direct one, it's "What are you talking about? What are you saying? What did you say?" And to be polite in office English, we will try to avoid the word "you" as often as we can, because "you" gives blame and "you" gives responsibility, like it's your mistake, your fault. So we avoid that as much as we can. And instead, we'll focus on I, we, or the problem itself. So a simple way to be more polite is to start more sentences with I. So I don't quite understand the task. So now, that's not your fault. You're weird. It's me. I don't understand. Sorry. This is my responsibility and I want to learn more. So if you need clarification, say, I don't quite understand the task.
I don't quite understand the task. I also like the word quite here is because it sounds like I understand 90%, but I don't quite understand that last part. I don't quite understand that point number two, something like that. So it's like we're almost there. I've been listening. I hear you. I hear the words, but I don't quite understand.
So the next level, to be equally clear, but still polite, maybe more polite, is, can you explain the task for me again? Or can you explain the process for me again? Can you explain the process for me again? I know I just said that we avoid the word you, but when you're making a question, a polite question, can you is still fine. That is still polite. So can you explain the task for me again? Again, it's a question, so it's already more polite, and it's can you, which is also polite. So, sorry, I don't quite understand. Can you explain the task for me again?
Can you explain the task for me again?
And the last one, the most formal one, which is probably also an email. Could you clarify the details of the task for me, please? So again, we've upgraded from can you to could you. Could you is the more polite version. And when we're writing, sometimes we use different vocabulary than when we're speaking. One example is clarify. Could you clarify? I think when I'm writing an email, I would write clarify. If I was speaking, could you explain? But could you clarify the details of the task for me, please? Again, it's a question. It starts with could you. It's very formal.
Clarify is such a good word. I bet if I looked at some of my old work emails, I bet the word clarify would come up 20 times at least. Could you clarify? Make it clear. Could you make it clear, right? Could you clarify the details of the task for me, please? So the details of point number two, or could you clarify the task for me, please? Could you clarify the details of the task for me, please? Okay, everyone, we've reached the end of our lesson for today, and we hope that they were really helpful for you. We hope these phrases will help you take your English to the next level by helping you become more naturally spoken at work and feel more confident that you're getting your point across, but in a way that is respectful and thoughtful at the same time. If you like this video, please let us know in the comments as we have lots more phrases for you.
Yes, right. Yes. So thank you very much for watching. Let us know what was your favorite phrase from this class. Are there any ones that you've said? Have you ever used one of the two direct ones at work and now you're just realizing, oh God? Don't worry if you have. People will still understand you, but now you just know some better, more polite ways to do it. We would really recommend getting the PDF transcript of this episode so you can see all of the sentences in full in a file that you can take offline and study on your own. If you want to get that, you need to be a High Level Listening member, but the link for how to do that is in the description right below. So thank you for watching, everyone, and we will see you next time on High Level Listening. Bye-bye.
Everybody, thank you.